I like this matchup on Dangerfield. Draws the double. Got clock down to 5. Wheeler pulls up and connects.
Screen assist, Clark.
Wheeler lobs it back. They look Boston's direction again. And Aaliyah Boston.
Foul on Tina Charles inside, working hard.
Oh, Mitchell, no look. Boston, extra pass. Wallace knocks down a 3.
We have to use this as an opportunity to continue to learn and grow. That's what Tanisha Wright said after the Atlanta Dream's shocking loss. But what exactly do they need to learn? And how do you grow from blowing a 16-point lead? The answers might surprise you. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Is it bad that you let a 16-point advantage slip away? Just hold tight till you find out about the Dream's curse in the third quarter. It's as if for 12 minutes they completely disengage from the game of basketball. But why is this happening again and again? Think about this. With an air of absolute dominance, the Atlanta Dream enter the third quarter. They appear to be in complete control of the situation as they hold a commanding 16-point advantage. The atmosphere is electrifying, the crowd is going wild, and the team is playing like they're on the verge of victory. At that point, though, things change.
Mitchell drives inside. The left hand will fall. Gets the roll and a foul. I like this matchup on Dangerfield. Draws the double. Got clock down to 5. Wheeler pulls up and connects.
Screen assist, Clark.
Wallace corner back to Mitchell. Step back 3. You bet.
Oh, Kelsey Mitchell.
It all starts with a turnover and a failed shot. I mean, what the hey? That is incorrect. These little slip-ups add up, and the Fever are soon making the most of every single one. The Dream's first half offense, which was so fluid, it's acting like a stuttering old automobile engine all of a sudden. This is when things start to go crazy though. The Fever and Caitlinclark detect the odor of blood in the water. They are not merely making inroads, they are smashing through the lead. It appears like the Dream's defense is playing in quicksand as Clark's perfect passes find teammates on both sides of the field. Is there anything even more bizarre? There has been no random incident like this. Throughout the season, the Dream have been plagued by their troubles in the third quarter. The process is automatic. They start fast, gain ground, and then poop! Everything goes in the blink of an eye, like free pizza in a college dorm. Here, we will dissect it. Offense for the Dream begins to falter. The gunfire that was heard earlier, they are now making a clanking sound as if the basket were covered. I won't even begin to mention the turnovers. They're basically giving the Fever free basketballs. Although the offense is a factor, the Dream's defense also opts to go on vacation early. Everywhere they go, they start to wobble uncontrollably. Like the lane doesn't exist, Clark and her colleagues are slicing across it. It's a basketball ballet, and the Dream are the clumsy dancers who keep tripping. Okay, so they had a poor quarter, I get that. This is common, isn't it? Now, the really exciting part, the Dream have had this third quarter problem before. Throughout the season, they have been plagued by this pattern. However, they seem unable to let go of it. Is there a problem with the training? Should they try something new during halftime? Or is it purely psychological? This game versus the Fever may be the most excruciating example yet of whatever it is that is losing them games. Put it in your mind, a 16-point lead is your reward for all your hard work. You're confident and think you're going to win this game. Then, in the span of 12 minutes, it all falls apart. It's disheartening, not to mention frustrating. However, the question that really matters is, such a situation is quite difficult to resolve. The Dream is well aware that it is occurring. This curse of the third quarter must have already occurred to them. Is there a way to fix this? Enhanced routines, conditioning of the mind, a dance party during halftime to maintain the energy. Is Caitlinclark just another rookie to you? Give it another thought. It was completely uncontested. She just educated an entire team of professionals. The Atlanta Dream learned the hard way that this rookie sensation is extraordinary.
For longest 3 ball, Fever get a quick stop. Mitchell, the underhand pass, the step through. Wheeler lobs it back. They look Boston's direction again. And Aaliyah Boston cashing in. It's been a Boston beatdown here in the first. Parker married in the offseason. Clark catch and shoot, hits a 3.
Clark did more than simply show up. She performed a clinic. 26 points and 12 assists are on the table. Numbers like that don't belong to a rookie. They belong to an all-star. It wasn't all about the numbers though, and that's the wild thing. She acquired them in this way. Think about this. Up in the upper key, Clark has possession of the ball. They believe they have contained her, and the Dream's defense is set. Suddenly though, she's threading the needle with a pass that no one else noticed. On the other hand, the defender is caught off guard as she sets up for a three-point shot. Everyone else seems to be playing checkers, but she's playing chess. However, under no circumstances can you assume that Clark was a solo act. The Fever's well-rounded assault sent the Dreams reeling. Raphael Boston, she scored over 30 points and grabbed 13 boards. Even Kelsey Mitchell wasn't slacking off. She scored 21 points. The Dreams seemed to be engaged in a game of whack-a-mole. They'd eliminate one opponent, and then two would suddenly appear. Inside, Boston would dominate as they focused on Clark. In spite of their best efforts to secure the paint, Mitchell would unload threes. The offensive firepower was like a perfect storm. Did you hear of something very crazy? The coach of the Dream, Tanisha Wright, anticipated it. She wasn't shy about saying it after the game. According to her, they have a really good balance of inside-outside attack, so it poses problems in terms of who picks your poison. That's how coaches say it. No matter what we did, we were in trouble. Now that we know how deadly this Fever attack was, let's dissect it. Clark is the one in charge of the whole operation. She has the ability to anticipate plays, the skill to make difficult passes appear effortless, and the shooting touch to challenge opponents. On top of that, Boston is unstoppable when it comes to scoring, collecting rebounds, and controlling the paint. Then, as soon as you believe you've mastered those two, Mitchell shows up with her elegant jumpsuit. The situation is analogous to attempting to fix a ship that is in the process of sinking. As the Fever would devise a fresh strategy, the Dream would alter its approach. Clark would begin dropping dimes while they concentrated on stopping the drive. Boston would gorge themselves on the interior as they attempted to eliminate the three-point line. What truly distinguishes Clark, though, is her basketball IQ. She does more than make plays. She also reads the defense, predicts what they're going to do, and then counters. It's as if she had some sort of basketball secret code, and she may be found setting up her teammates for easy baskets and then draining clutch threes on her own. The mental game is as important to consider. Losing a 16-point lead is difficult under the best of circumstances, but seeing a rookie completely ruin your strategy makes it even worse. That must be discouraging. As soon as the Dream believed they had solved the problem, Clark and the Fever would come up with a fresh set of questions. Even though Caitlinclark was the star of the event, Tanisha Wright was the one who stole the show after the game. What did she think of the Dream's performance? Brutally honestly, their entire season could be changed by this wake-up call. It would be reasonable to assume that Tanisha Wright would be able to remain composed after her team blew a 16-point lead. Everyone was taken aback when she delivered some harsh realities, leaving them speechless. Nothing was hidden by Wright. She stared down that setback and labeled it for what it was, a chance to grow. We have to use this as an opportunity to continue to learn and grow, added Wright. Listen up, folks. It isn't just coach lingo, it's a rallying cry. When Wright says run more drills or change a few plays, he means it. What she means is a whole change of perspective. Put it in your mind, that game was a done deal for the Dream. They were likely already planning their post-game festivities as they cruised along, enjoying themselves. Everything came to a sudden end. It was a total bust. That sort of breakdown occurs in real life as well as on the court. First, it's inside your mind. Everything about this is known to Wright. That's why she isn't letting herself get caught up in the turnovers or missed shots. She is looking at the larger view. How does one recover from such a devastating setback? The question is, how can you prevent a recurrence? The truly intriguing part begins now. Wright is taking a holistic view of the game. It fits into a larger pattern in her view. Throughout the season, the Dream have been unable to seal the deal. As if, in the midst of the fourth quarter, they completely lose touch with the game.
Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here is Parker Tyus going at Smith. Wallace on the attack, tough shot, but there's Boston to clean up.
Foul on Tina Charles inside, working hard.
Oh, Mitchell, no look. Boston, extra pass. Wallace knocks down a three.
Yet Wright is determined to keep going. Not at all. This setback is serving as fuel for her. She's urging her team to rise to the challenge, reflect on their actions, and develop resilience. There's more to it than that. Mental toughness is the key. Did you hear of something very crazy? Perhaps the dream needs Wright's approach more than anything else. Put it in your mind. They are quite talented. Big leads can be built by them. They must now master the art of clinging to them. Additionally, Wright's statements are not mere assurances. A plan for progress is being laid out by her. It's crucial to complete games and maintain concentration under pressure. What she really means is, yeah, we made a mistake. We will not, however, allow it to define who we are. The million-dollar question, though, is whether or not the dream can pull it off. Will they listen to Wright and make a change? Talking about getting back on your feet is one thing. Putting that into practice is a completely different matter. Wright's leadership is crucial in that regard. She's actually doing more than lip service. She's really living it up. She had already started planning ahead after the game. We can't have a hangover right from our disappointment of losing this, she pointed out. That is the epitome of a coach who refuses to let her squad wallow in misery. Envision yourself in that locker room following the game. A huge lead was just blown by you. You may be humiliated and feeling sad. Then your coach steps in, not to be harsh or accusatory, but to push you to improve. Wow, that's impressive. Resilience is an important aspect of Wright's method. The key is to fall down, but then get back up.